But the problem is that Islamic Jihad is on the march. We have an administration that brought the Muslim Brotherhood into the government, and we have taken Islam, radical Islam, we have taken jihad, all of that out of our intelligence manuals because the Muslim Brotherhood told us to. How can we defend ourselves when Nidal Hassan and that massacre at Fort Hood could have easily been prevented?
That was workplace violence. Now, come on.
But the fact is we can't defend ourselves against this ideology.
Tamara is angry at you right now.
But
she's making her
mad,
faces.
But wait, this is my final point. So many people are afraid to come forward because they're called dangerous people. They're called Islamophobes. They're called racists. But we're the ones on the side of the victims, including Muslims. We have to stand up against Islam and what the left does. What the left does is call.
That is a dangerous statement.
No. Let me finish.
Yes.
I have two sentences.
It is not Islam.
Let me finish.
It is the bad people that are dangerous.
Let me finish. What the left.
You've made your point,
No,
sir.
I haven't made my point. I have two sentences. The paradigm that the left has created is if you stand up for the victims of Islam, you're told that you hate Muslims. This is BS. We are on the side of all people, including Muslims. We're not haters. The people who are haters are the people that are defending this ideology and allowing the victimization of all innocent people.
Where you are wrong, Jamie. Where you are
absolutely enabling jihad.
Can I finish? Can I finish my?
You are enabling jihad. And your hands are soaked in the blood of the victims of Islam.
Can I finish my statement, Jimmy?
You are a disgusting person.
Oh, I wouldn't say disgusting. The statement you made are very bad. It is not Islam. It is the bad people that are bad.
I'm so tired of listening to this argument.
Then learn something new.
No, you learn something new. No, you learn.
It is not Islam.
I heard you.
Not Islam.
Then why,
it is the people that are bad.
Why are the jihadists constantly?
I am a Muslim.
Why
I follow Islam. Islam is not dangerous. People are
Why are the jihadists constantly quoting the verses from the Quran? What does Surah 9:5 mean? What does Surah 9:29 mean? What does the verse of the sword mean? Start standing up for the victims of Islam instead of enabling jihad against the victims.
Hold on, we'll go back to neutral corners.
Now, hang on. Egging them on. That is wrong, Jamie.
Where are the people who claim they hate violence so much? They hate war, they hate violence. They seem perfectly okay with everything that's happening in the world that's so completely violent. And a lot of that is Islam.
Absolutely.
It stems from Barack Obama.
Absolutely.
And they seem perfectly okay with that. Does that mean that they have no principles and no character, that they stand for nothing?
No.
Is it all politics?
No. It means there's a selective indignation. For instance, they do have principles, but the things that they talk about are often just weapons. So, for instance, we're for gay rights. We're for gay rights. I know people in academia I was with for more than 10 years. They were for gay rights, and I come to them and I say, hey, look what's happening to homosexuals in Palestinian culture, in Iran, under the Islamic world. You want to sign a petition on behalf of gay people and how they're persecuted under Islam? All of a sudden they're not interested in gay rights.
Why?
Women's rights, same thing.
Why? It makes no sense. Why?
Well, wait a minute. It does make sense. It does make sense if you're a leftist, because the overall agenda of the leftist is to break down the host society. They want to break this society down. Oh, so I'm for women's rights, abortion rights, and rights for the government to pay for condoms, or whatever it is that they come up with. But when you bring up how women are being killed in honor killings under Islam, then they're not for women's rights, because women's rights is just a weapon and a tool for them to work on destroying their host society. David Horowitz, Paul Hollander, they've documented all this. Read their books, Radical Sun by David Horowitz, Political Primitives by Paul Hollander. But here's what I want to say quickly, that attitude that you just said there, those leftists in the 60s and the 70s, Jane Fonda, Tom Hayden, the anti-war protesters, let me tell you this much. What happened to the boat people, what happened in the re-education camps in Vietnam, and how the Khmer Rouge took over in Indochina and the mass murder that happened there, the blood is on their hands because they were complicit. Their hands were in solidarity with the tyrants of North Vietnam and with the Viet Cong. Even the North Vietnamese came forward after the war and thanked the anti-war movement. And so my point is, and this is why I want to come full circle here, because people are trying to slander me and intentionally misrepresent what I said to Michael Gauss on that show. When I say that you're enabling jihad, and when I say that your hands are drenched in the blood of the victims of Islam, I'm not saying it because it's just a Muslim person. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm talking about jihad denial. And so let me say this quickly. Anybody that studies the Holocaust knows that Holocaust denial, the people that are involved in Holocaust denial, it's very sophisticated, but Holocaust denial is founded on the perpetration of a future Holocaust. They're denying the Holocaust in order to erase the evil of what causes the Holocaust, so then they can cause another one. Holocaust denial is interconnected with the wish and impulse for a future Holocaust. And it enables a future Holocaust because it creates an environment where you can't say that was evil and what a tragedy it was.